You know, there are 4,900 spirits available in the U.S. market right now. 4,900. How many do you think are vodkas? About 820. To me, one of the best things about vodka is how rich the history is. The word vodka actually comes from a Slavic term, a set of terms, Zhizhnevia voda. And that just means little water. And essentially, that's just another derivation of water of life. And water of life, as we know, is something aquavitae, eau de vie, ushkebea. That was how all of the earliest distillers, and distillers through the Middle Ages, then through the Renaissance, and then up into the 19th century, that's often how they would refer to their spirits, as the water of life. We're looking at a start probably where there was something called vodka or Zhizhnevia voda, probably pretty prevalent by 1250, 1300. And vodka was being made out of anything. Vodka was being made out of beets, it was being made out of potatoes, it was being made out of rye primarily. Of all the grains, rye was the grain that was without peer in terms of volume in Poland and Russia in particular. You could make vodka out of anything that could be fermented. In Eastern Europe, of course, it was all pot still distillation up until the 1860s. There was no column still distillation for vodka of any sort before the 1850s, 1860s. Since it was kind of a cottage industry for a long time before the aristocracy, particularly in Russia, got a hold of it, and saw the potential for making money off of vodka, not just having something that could get rid of excess grain and you distill it, and this way you're taking care of the excess grain and making a great drink as well, or you could sell it. But the aristocracy saw the potential, particularly in Poland and Russia, to make a go of this and to make it an industry. So by the 1860s, 1870s, the czars in Russia, the aristocracy in Poland, the aristocracy in Scandinavia started getting more involved with production. So that's when it really started becoming an industry. But the spirits were very rough, and the noble class was saying, yeah, okay, well, we can taste these things and we're making some money off because we're making an industry out of it and we're using our land in the best way possible. But this stuff is crap. So they started, particularly in Russia, and this is when things really turned around on a worldwide basis and on a quality basis, they started filtering through charcoal. And they would take birch, char the daylights out of it, and then run their spirit through that. And that is really the dawn of the modern era for vodka. More than anything else, it was the Russians taking this one step. Now we're looking at where the filtration is really just as important and sometimes more important than the base material. When you're traveling through Eastern Europe, they always serve vodka with food, and it's always served neat. There's no such thing as a cocktail. That really didn't come into effect till vodka became popular in North America. The U.S. government defines vodka as a colorless, odorless, tasteless product of which the only ingredients are ethyl alcohol and water. But we just wanted to show you that vodka is just much more than just this neutral, odorless, tasteless spirit. Well, what contributes to the taste of vodka is, what is it made from? Is it made from rye, wheat, sugar beets, corn, potatoes? To me, what is just as big a factor is, what is it being filtered through? Is it being filtered through charcoal? What kind of charcoal? Is it maple charcoal? Is it birch charcoal? Is it oak charcoal? Different types of char bring different types of elements. There's a potato in here, so potato will be a little bit sweeter, a little bit heavier body. There's one in here that's pot still, whereas all the others are either combinations of pot still and column still or just strict column still. So all of these things enter into the equation.
And by the way, sweetness is going to be so much more apparent in this tasting than it was in gin, than it will be in any of our other tastings except liqueurs and things like that. Because it is so subtle, sweetness does jump out of the glass, because glycerin is a byproduct of distillation, and in some cases, by a law, it is allowed, even though that definition doesn't tell you, because it's a sneaky little law, you are allowed in the United States to add a little bit of citric acid and a little bit of glycerin to your vodka. That's permitted, so many parts per million. And believe me, there are some of them that do.
When your customers come in, bartenders who are here, when your customers come in and they ask for vodka, what's the one quality that they're looking for more than any other? Smoothness.